right, you bunch of yahoos, strap yourselves in for another episode of Dan and Don's Toxic Masculinity.
In other words, shut up, sit up, and pay attention. Welcome back to another episode of Toxic Masculinity. Normally, I would be introducing that other dashingly handsome mustache man, Don the Predator Fry, but Don is a little under the weather. But as the cliche goes, the show must go on, and filling in for the Predator, we have Tony Martinez. Tony is normally behind the camera, but he has come out of seclusion to sit in and make sure that the show indeed goes on. And besides, he has a mustache and a goatee, so he is good to go. Our guest today is Harrison Rogers, and this coming up, it will be the Freedom Fight #2, and we are here to simply find out more about what the Freedom Fight is all about and learn more about Harrison Rogers.
Guys, had I had known, I would have grown it out. Darn it!
We're gonna start sending people.
It's not November.
Those paste on mustaches just to slap them on here. Okay.
Thank you. Next time, I'll be a man.
Let's go back to the very first one. So the first one was just a regular
fundraiser.
Just regular fundraiser. You had a few matches, and then it was all just head to head, no teams.
It was yep. But it was still a team versus team. It was Tito Ortiz versus Rampage Jackson team. So they were the coaches of these teams, and whoever's team won got the bonus, the $10,000 bonus, where everybody got an extra $1,000.
Oh, so they didn't actually. Tito and Rampage didn't fight, or
they didn't fight. They were
they're just the coaches of it. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it was just to be able to get some eyes on it, get some name recognition. But now people are watching it because we had some killer fights on that card. Yeah. And actually 2 of them now are in the UFC, which is great. We're happy for them to, progress in their career. But we want to keep that talent. And we know we can't do that unless we're offering different types of benefits, where if people are able to have a salary or a contract, keep them on to be able to focus on this, and I think we could potentially be a game changer.
So who are the coaches on this one?
So Tito won the last one. So Tito Ortiz is now versus Ryan Bader, who's in Arizona. Have you, legend?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they actually fought in the UFC together. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of fun to have that kind of rematch.
So Freedom Fighter 2 is one that's coming up, and you said it's going to be right there in Base Arizona, right?
Yep.
Okay, so Freedom Fight 1 was held
in Miami, Florida.
Oh, Miami. Okay, all right. Oh, that's definitely some good audiences for.
How many total fights are on the card?
We have 3 amateur and 7 main card. Well, 3 amateur, and depending on how many, if we're worried that one might back out, and so then we would move it up. So potentially 3 amateur, potentially 2, but right now 3 and 7.
That should be definitely an action-packed couple hours there. It's now, are these also, if they're live shows, but do you allow internet pay-per-views on top of this?
Yep. Yeah. Okay. So Clout Hub is the social media platform that I've been investing in to be not censored.
Yeah.
And so if you go to freedomfightnight.com, you could buy in-person tickets or the live streaming version.
Okay. Good.
We'll have to look into this Cloud Hub. Maybe we won't get censored as much.
Yeah, I was saying, right? We've had a couple episodes already that I wonder just even on this one.
I know.
if Big Brother's looking to go, oh, fellows there, you might have to do a little timeout here right now. Yeah.
If I start talking about some of the stuff that I've been privy to over the last 2 years, guarantee they won't play it.
Yeah, but see, they'll simply say, you fellas have to take a time out. What a pussy way of doing it. In real America, if you're a real parent, you'll kick that kid's ass a little bit. All right. Yeah. There's repercussions for your actions. Just like Mike Tyson says, everyone's got a game plan until they get punched in the face. Well, you could mouth out off you want to, but someone punches you in the face for your actions right there. Maybe you might want to watch what you say around certain people.
maybe you'll act a little differently. Yes. Like on the plane.
Yes, exactly. On planes.
I bet that guy's going to act a little differently.
Yeah, I'll bet he would. I think he learned a very valuable lesson that night. Yeah.
I think Mike Tyson taught a lot of us a lesson we hadn't been taught in a long time, which is great.
Yeah. You need that.
Yeah, but
you need to know they need to shut their mouth sometimes.
What platform are you guys on?
I mean YouTube, and just for video, but on audio, pretty much all the other platforms.
And I mean, literally, I don't know if you'll get censored just for me suggesting this, but you can edit this whole part out. If you want to look at Clout Hub, there's monetization, there's everything there, and there is zero chance of you guys being censored. So
yeah, no, it's always worth look into it. Sounds
again,
good to me.
We're all about the freedom of speech. We're all about living the American way, and whether you like it or not, just knowing that this is America. We believe in the Constitution, and we like our guns. And
whatever happened to, hey, I might not agree with what you're saying, but I'll defend it to the death for you to be able to say it. It's like that's a thing of the past. What the heck?
Yeah, no, it's there's a lot of things that are, well, again, you can just talk about the schools themselves and what they're teaching and what they're not teaching. And when I first went to school, prayer was still in part of the program. Every morning, stand up and doing the Pledge of Allegiance was part of the program. So, even in my own training facility, I have a training facility down in Coldwater, Michigan. And when I would always run my kids' classes, the very first thing they would all line up, traditional martial arts, they all line on up. They would bow to me, and then they would turn to their right. I turn to my left, and we do the Pledge of Allegiance. And for them to get their very first stripe on their white belt, they would have to be able to stand there by themselves and do the Pledge of Allegiance. And I had more parents that just loved that. They were like, we don't do that in our schools. I know. I said, this is my business. These are my rules. I am your governor. You have your freedom to either bring your children here or not.
Yep, exactly. Oh, guys, freaking love it. What's best from here? I know I've kind of caused you a lot of problems.
No, it's nothing that we haven't said before. Or
no, yeah, we've said things in different ways, and we've sometimes got our little timeout, and we'll take our chances right now. But at the same token, I think off the air, we will like to follow up with you on some more additional things here, just so that if we really want to get into some other types of discussions, we want to know that we truly do have freedom of speech.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I know you guys probably know this guy.
Well, he reminds me of somebody right now. I don't know. Do I have any? I saw he's one of these presidents. Wasn't he a former president on one of these bills here right now? I don't know. Tito, how are we doing?
Doing great. We were in Manchester together.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah, that was I was not a fan of that promoter. I mean, even though he was not there, I had a lot of problems. Email after email afterwards that is like going,
I had the same situation myself and wiped my hands of it. I was like, all right, I'm out.
Yep. As I said, well, yeah, you need me more than I need you. And as I go, that's it will never affect my life here whatsoever. I'll just keep moving along, and I'll just leave the negativity alone. Yes. Again, freedom of choice, freedom of doing things. Yes.
Get that back. Jeez.
Yeah.
Well, guys, love you so much. I can't wait. I mean, if I could ever be back on, you guys are a blast to talk with. Please know that I'd be there in a heartbeat.
Well,
yeah, love to make it happen.
Put at least another plug here. Okay, people want to go and watch the fight show. Where's it going to be at? If they want to buy some tickets, just get more information. Throw out some some ways for people to get in contact.
Thank you. Really, the easiest way is freedomfightnight.com. It's two options: attend in person or watch online through Clout Hub. And honestly, we're making history right now. Like the first event, we had no idea what to expect. We were just kind of like, fundraising event. This is political. Is it MMA? A lot of people were just like, "The hell are you doing?" but it had so much success and excitement and people reaching out for the next one. So now we're doing this other one where it's already like 10 times better than the first one, which was great, that we're like, hey, where else can we take this thing? And so, like I was telling you of a big announcement that we're going to be making here pretty soon. And, this is just the beginning.
Is there any other, if people want to come earlier, are there any other special speakers that will be doing events at the same location, but then they get like a little Q&A that they can find out more ways of expressing their rights legally and
Absolutely.
I'm trying to speak a little bit of Morse code here right now, just in case Big Brother is listening in here right now.
No, I'm reading it. I'm seeing the lights. No, exactly.
At least you can. I this guy that's in office. I think he goes by
Brandon.
Brandon. Yeah. I think he goes by Brandon now. Yeah. He can't even read the damn teleprompter, or it's like
supposedly he also goes by Peter Pito.
Oh,
in Hunter's phone.
Right. Did you hear that? That's what he wants his son to call him. Isn't that great? What? You
can't make this up.
I know. This gets better and better every day.
Oh yeah. But to answer your question, yes, if people wanted to come at 5:30 instead of 7, we have a whole red carpet walkthrough with cocktail parties where people not only can talk to Carrie Lake and Sheriff Mark Lamb and my brain is blank. Like we have a lot of political clout that are showing up. Linda McMahon and honestly, a lot of people are, I'm afraid to say this. You can edit this out. But Saturday we have the Trump rally up Trump there, and Mark Lamb and Carrie are all speaking at it, and so it's very possible they're all going to be at our event. So
nice,
that would be game changing. But I don't market that because I hate under delivering and then being like, meh, meh. So it would just be an awesome over delivery if that happens. But then we have obviously all these legends showing up that I say we have more star power in the MMA world than we do the political world, when last time we kind of had more political people than MMA. So we're kind of going back and forth, but honestly, it's kind of working out because like I was telling you, 2023, we plan to not be so politically motivated or initiative, but always have that message of freedom and people knowing that, hey, this organization combats that. Like we kind of feel like the NBA and the NBA are so in bed with China that I at least feel kind of like, hey, those organizations obviously stand for those values. Freedom Fight Night / Team Fight Night, as it grows and blows up, they're just going to know that this organization is just pro-America, is pro all, like, they're like, okay, all their merchandise, all of their equipment, everything is made in America. It's just going to become known that it's not a political fundraiser. It is just an American league. And that's what we're going.
Do you already have a tentative proposed Freedom Fight Night 3 or like a tentative date? I guess say a date location or.
So Dan's looking for a job.
No. What I'm looking for is I would like to be able to attend one of these things as well for all the things that are happening prior to it, because these are things that I'm interested in. So that's what I'm looking for.
We would love to come over there and see if we even set up a podcast and
please
be part of it. It'd be great.
Absolutely. Please do. We do have a tentative Freedom Fight Night 3 for October, right before the general election. And that'll kind of be our big political, I don't want to say sunset, but our transition from political to the league. But to go out with a bang, we're tentatively thinking of this guy having his career MMA destroying of a local fighter. And I'll say he's fine with it. I say it, but CB Dalloway as a local name, going because he wants to get in there again too. He's been out, I think 2 years, 3 years, just for some different things. And so having another Arizona based, because if he beats Ryan Bader, again on Friday, this time as a coach. CB Dalloway is Ryan's, forever.
They're lovers. They're actually lovers. Ryan is married with kids and so forth, but no, as wrestlers, we can learn about stuff like that.
and so I just think what a cool headliner that would be. Tito versus CB Dalloway. Freedom Fight Night 3, October. We'll probably do like the Suns Arena, Footprint Center, something big.
Wow.
Because
special guest announcer Dan Severn.
Yeah, well,
no, you guys are hearing this for the first time, so you guys are actually in some lucky information.
We're dropping.
Yeah.
We haven't said this to anyone at all.
Yeah. So not only the announcers, but our commentators are top notch. Like Frank Mir is our ongoing forever commentator. He's our Joe Rogan, So, yeah, but he also wants to have a fight too before his time is called. And I'm like, you guys, I don't know how you do it. Like, I'm 34 and I feel older than. Like, I get winded and I get injured just picking up my 3-year-old. And I'm like, I can only imagine if my 3-year-old was throwing a fist at me, so I respect the heck out of these guys.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you have just the one child, the one son?
I have 5.
Oh, yeah. You made that little week. Okay. Yeah. 5 children. I made my count about 5 kids. 5. So what age ranges?
Between 12 and 2. So pretty much like every 2 years.
Yeah. Well, again, I always say that I get the ages right, but then they keep changing on me. So it's like, I'm wrong again. I just simply this act. How old are you now? Yeah. I just ask them.
Yep. You have to. 5 is a lot.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'll say for me, the last one was where did this one come from? Is I going, I just said that Mama and I had a wrestle match. I pinned her and my trophy, a child, boom. Yeah.
That was the move that you didn't teach a lot of your students.
No, not that one. No. Yeah. And that concludes another episode of Toxic Masculinity. Hopefully we weren't too masculine for our audience here this evening. If we happen to offend anybody here, well, that's our prerogative here right now, because we are men who still identify as being men. And if you don't like what we have to say, well, as we said before, we live in a free country. You have the choice to either watch us or not. Make that decision. Be intelligent. And that concludes another episode of Toxic Masculinity.
Thank you for watching another episode of Dan and Don's Toxic Masculinity. You better like, subscribe, and share, or I'm going to come to your house.